I was asked how to keep the mosquito population down in my kiddie pool grow bag system, and that's what I'm going to show you today. As you can see, it's starting to get a little green in there, actually very green, because of all the heat there. It looks like it's growing some pond scum, and we're going to take care of that. The first step is I want to drain the system, because not only does this water come from there, from my reservoir to the float into the kiddie pool, it also goes all the way through my Alaska bucket system. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to drain as much of this system as I can. So I come over here and I'm going to reach right down here and shut the system off. I don't want any more water coming out. Then I'm going to go here, and you can see I'm prepared for this. I'm taking this hose and dropping it right down there. So you can see the water's already escaping, and that's going to get the water from here, from this whole system, going right out, and that's good for the lawn. Then I've also prepared over here. So now the water's coming down here, down there, and draining right down there. I want to be careful not to drain on my boat. And as soon as that drains down a bit, what we're going to do is I'm going to come up here with my shop vac, and I'm going to suck the rest of the water out and clean it up, get rid of a lot of that algae and any kind of mess that might be in there before I refill it. So let's go ahead and let that dry out right now. Now today is kind of a cloudy day. Normally what I would do is I would do this on a sunny day first thing in the morning. This way I could let the sun, once everything's drained out, let the sun dry up and burn out any larvae that may be there. But today I'm not going to have that novelty. So let's move on to the next step. Sorry. Nobody down there. But it's great for watering the yard. So there we go. I just sucked up all the water. Now all I need to do is fill it back, and it's mosquito free. I would actually do that right now, but I'm gonna wait. I just checked the weather and the sun is supposed to come out. So in that case, I'm gonna let the sun beat on it for a few hours. It's not gonna hurt the plants. There's enough water in each one of the grow bags to hold it for probably about a whole day, maybe two. So again, if it gets sunny, the sun is going to dry out the pool, and it's going to kill any kind of larvae or anything else that would be in there. And then I'm going to fill up the whole system again, and we'll be all set. Now that's just one method of how to take care of your mosquito uninvited guests. Another one is to use those little mosquito dunks. You can go to anywhere, hardware store, Walmart, a lot of places, they call them mosquito dunks. It looks like a big Alka-Seltzer, and you throw a couple of those in there, and they will, I don't know if it actually kills the mosquitoes or if it stops them from going in, but either way, they work great. And a third way is if you filled the pool all the way up to the top of the water, so about that deep, if you fill the pool with crushed rock, just drop crushed rock in between all the bags and then fill up the water so it's just below the level of the rock. So you want the rocks probably a quarter inch above the water. That will also stop the mosquitoes from taking up residence because they like the large open pools and they'll only be able to see little bits of it. A fourth way, if you like, I don't have that opportunity up here, but is to have water circulating through your system. So when we move to our new place, I'm actually going to be using a river or a brook, or maybe even those little solar panels you put on your yard, and then connect it to some kind of a pump so water can pump through. The great thing about having water pumping through, it keeps the water circulating, and things can live in the water, like frogs, tadpoles, maybe small minnows, even goldfish if your water is at least 2 inches and you keep it that way, and they'll eat all the mosquitoes. A few years ago I had a system set up like this with 5 kiddie pools all connected to each other, and actually 2 frogs took up residence in there. So don't worry, you say, well, what if it gets too hot, or what if there's a problem with the water? The frogs can jump right out of there. So if the water was, let's say if it did dry up, if there was a leak or something like that, they just jump out and go someplace else. So they're safe, and in the meantime you're giving them a new home that will help you. So I hope you enjoyed my anti-mosquito training and I hope it works for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.